Hey guys, CJ here again with Rectified. Today's video is going to be my faves and flops from 2018. I definitely have some products that are my go-to and that since I have integrated them into my family life, I consider them a staple. And then we have some flops, which are some products that I had really high hopes for, but in the end just didn't end up passing the muster. So without further ado, here are my 2018 faves and flops. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna get to it. My first fave of 2018 is my stainless steel water bottle. I know that everybody knows by now that single-use plastic water bottles are out. And it's time that we upgrade to something that you can use again and again. I actually had a plastic water bottle that I used and it always had kind of this like taste that was with it that I really hated. So I finally recycled that and upgraded to a stainless steel bottle a few months ago, and I love it. It's also really keeps things cold that are cold, and I haven't used warm things yet in here. I like my coffee in my Yeti, but this is definitely one of my favorite items of the year. And this water bottle is actually from a company called Tree Tribe. And what's cool about Tree Tribe is that they plant 10 trees for every purchase through their company that you make. And I kind of like the lid. It has like a, a little tree on the top of it. And I liked the black with the wood. I just thought it was a nice aesthetic. So on their website, treetribe.com, they do have a lot of different designs that you can get on your bottle. This one just has their logo, but they have, a mountain scene and a couple others that are pretty cool. So if you want a stainless steel water bottle, this company is pretty cool. Their water bottles have 100% guarantee for a lifetime against breaks or anything like that. So they're definitely pretty durable. I tried a glass water bottle for a second and I broke it within 2 weeks. I cannot have nice things like that. So I definitely needed something durable, especially with kids. I can throw this in my bag. I know it won't leak. Yeah, I've taken this everywhere with me. This is my like, do I have my water bottle? I need to go back inside and get it thing. So I definitely like Tree Tribe. Check them out if you get a chance and see if they have a water bottle you might like. This one's 20 ounces, pretty good size. So yeah, my number one fave, Tree Tribe stainless steel water bottle. It's awesome. Okay, my second fave is kind of two things, but they're in the same category, so I put them together, and that is, the first thing is reusable, or actually cotton napkins. We got all fancy, y'all, and we upgraded our our paper napkins or folded up paper towels for cotton dinner napkins, and it really has been such an easy switch. I kind of thought that it would be something that I would buy and put in a drawer, and then we would forget to use it and never have it out when we want it, and we just end up using paper towels anyway, but that honestly hasn't been the case. My husband, my daughter, when they set the table, they grab these right out of the drawer, and they're so much more durable, when you have something really sticky or greasy, you don't need to use like 5 or 6 napkins. Like this one that I got, and I'll link it below, but they're, they're a big size, and we just fold them up nice for the drawer, and then you pull them out like this size and set the table with them, and there you go. I think they come in sets of 12, so we got 2 sets of 12. Kind of going along with the cotton dinner napkins are cotton handkerchiefs. So I started trying to use these instead of Kleenex because it just seemed like we were going through a lot of Kleenex, and it didn't seem like the Kleenexes themselves were holding a lot. So I would go through 2 or 3 to get the job done, and it was just kind of cumbersome, first of all, because I'm just, it's like pulling one after the other, and it's a little bit frustrating, and then it doesn't do the job. And tissues are really only good for like your nose, and they don't clean up spills or do any of that business. And the nice thing about having a handkerchief that I carry around with me everywhere is that if my kid makes a little spill somewhere, it's really easy to just use this to just wipe it up, and then you still have room for, noses and other things, and it's comfortable to stick in my back pocket and just take it with me all day long. If you don't have kids, and it doesn't have to just be functional, they have really cool handkerchiefs that have lace on them and flowers. You can get really feminine with them if you'd like. I'm sure they have some cool ones for men. And another awesome thing is my grandpa uses handkerchiefs, and so it's a little nostalgic for me because I always remember seeing him work in the garden and doing all these things with them. He still uses them to this day, but yeah, so I just have more memories also attached with handkerchiefs because it's what my grandparents used. And it's kind of a funny thought to think about 50 years ago, how different things were. And when I'm trying to simplify our lives and bring us back to kind of more, you know, reusables and things that will last a long time, it really mirrors what my grandparents grew up doing. And they had a lot of really nice stuff that they saved for and invested in because they knew it was gonna last a lifetime. And it's such a polar opposite to kind of our mentality now, which is just buy it cheap. It doesn't matter if it breaks because you can just throw it away and buy a new one. I find myself thinking about, you know, what would my grandparents have done, or how did they solve this problem 50 years ago? And a lot of times it is just about investing in things that will last forever, or things that you don't have to constantly rebuy. Yeah, these were definitely kind of sleeper hits for me. I didn't expect them to be as vital to my life as they are now, and I really prefer a cotton napkin, and I definitely like using these cotton handkerchiefs instead of paper ones. The last thing on my favorites has definitely been the bottleless shampoo and conditioner. I am an addict. I love using the shampoo bars and conditioner bars now. When I first switched, I really thought that it would be difficult and that I would maybe not like it. And actually there was a little bit of a transition phase, especially when I was going through some of the conditioners that I ended up really just not liking. But now I've got that all sorted and I really love my bottleless hair care routine. And my husband loves it too. He has a bar that does shampoo and conditioning, so he doesn't even have to have more than one bar. So he just has one bar that he does with his hair. Two of my favorite brands for shampoo and conditioner, and this is totally a personal thing, but just in case you're curious, my favorite shampoo is by Lush and it's called Soak and Float. And I really like it. I have fine hair and it does get kind of dry, and I don't really have any issues with my scalp, which I think Soak and Float is designed to help itchy scalps. But I really just like the smell of it, and it's really been great for my hair. The conditioner that I use is actually from a brand called Etique. It's called The Guardian, and the thing that I like about it is that it really makes my hair soft. I tried to use some of the Lush conditioners and I really just couldn't. I either didn't like the smell or I couldn't, it felt like I was like scraping salt against my hair. I don't know, I could never get it to like feel like it was getting conditioned, and it fully might be user error. I completely accept that as a possibility, but I really just found that the Etique one was so much easier to use. I don't know, in case you wanted a basis of something to maybe try. And Etique also does a little sampler that you can buy on Amazon, and you can get a sample of a couple of shampoos and conditioners so that you can try a few for yourself and see what ones might be your favorite. Their company is pretty eco-savvy and they have a lot of values that kind of reflect the values that I like. So I think their company is awesome. I really like Lush, but I feel like they're switching a lot of their products to plastic, even though it's 100% recycled plastic, and you can return like 4 jars to their store and they'll recycle it for you. Since we're trying to get away from plastic here, I just am kind of bummed out. Like I bought some of their toothy tabs to try and I was excited because I thought they still came in a cardboard box, and they don't, and they come in plastic too, and so I'm just bummed out. Please go back to cardboard and paper, and those are the things that we loved. Oh, one more thing about Etique is they have this cool bar holder for your shampoo and conditioner, so you can put this in and your shower, like on the tub or whatever, and put your shampoo and conditioner in there. If you don't want to use the Medela bag for your shampoo bars and conditioner bars, so that you can keep them all together when they break into pieces. But okay, so enough blabbing, let's go on to my flops. I really was less than impressed with this Cleaning Essentials water bottle, or I'm sorry, spray bottle that has the recipes on the front for different cleaning solutions that you can make, like glass cleaner, veggie wash, all-purpose, heavy duty. And I actually am using this right now for glass cleaner. I've got that written on the top. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of rubbed off a little bit, but so I do use this bottle, but the reason it's on my flops list is because a couple of the recipes have Castile soap and vinegar mixed together. And as I discovered, making 2 different batches, because the first time it happened I thought I did something wrong, I discovered that vinegar unsaponifies soap. So essentially it makes soap not soap. So this, because they're an acid and a base coming together and canceling each other out. So basically what you get is you know, a bottle of fatty nothingness that won't clean anything. Really? Like, I don't know. I feel like you should know that before you print stuff on a bottle. Did you try these? Did you try these recipes? But I do use the glass cleaner, which doesn't have that combination, and it works great. So the recipes on this bottle that don't have that combination of ingredients seem to work just fine. I was really sad to put this on this next product on my flops list because I was so excited to try them out, and it's still a cool idea, and I hope that they still continue to make this product and maybe continue to improve upon it. But it was these biodegradable Band-Aids. These Band-Aids really just didn't work for me. For one, I need a Band-Aid to stick, and I felt like any tiny bit of water that got on this, it immediately fell off. Like the adhesive is not very strong, and it's probably because it's natural. We are still using them because, you know, my daughter has pretend boo-boos, and these are great for that. So we're still kind of using them around the house to try to make sure that we make use of the things that we buy, but yeah, it was kind of a bummer. But keep at it, Patch. I think that you guys could improve your formula. I mean, I'm glad that I bought the product and tried it and supported a company who's working towards biodegradable options. So keep at it, and yeah, hopefully maybe in a couple of years the adhesive will be a little better and I'll try them again. But this time, it's a no for me. Well, I think that wraps up my favorites and flops. I hope that, you know, you found something new, something you didn't know before, something you know to avoid, something you know to stock up on. I don't know, but definitely I hope this video was beneficial to you. Some of my favorites and flops from 2018, and we will see you next time. Keep making small changes today for a cleaner planet tomorrow. Bye-bye. Products that really just didn't pass the mustard. That didn't pass that mustard. Wow. Anyway, I'm digressing again. What's the word I'm looking for? A reflection. There we go. I don't know. That's what I like.